Big hand for Nate Suarez, Nate.
Alright guys, well thank you guys for coming out. Just kind of tell you a little bit about me. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Nate Suarez. I've been in Primerica since 2009. I went RVP in 2012, so it took me about 3 years to become an RVP. I was part-time for a little bit, came full-time pretty fast. I got recruited by Brian Vivarka. I was telling my story a little bit. I used to work on AutoZone. Brian came in. He said he needed a headlight for his car, so we never talked about the business, but he did name tag me. So he got my name and walked out. I remember like 2 hours later he called me and said, "Hey man, you looking for an opportunity?" At the time I said, "Yeah." We met across the street at the McDonald's across the street. Showed me the presentation, and it was kind of after that, I got sold into the business. So I came full time pretty fast. I think I came full time within 6 months. I would like to say 6-9 months. I used to make about AutoZone $42,000. I left that, came full time when I hadn't even made that, but I saw a vision and got promoted to RVP pretty fast. I mean, within 3 years. And one of the things that I kind of struggled is when I came RVP, I was telling Brent, a lot of people that my system was not duplicated. My system was hard. It was always the only one making money. I was only the good one in my business. So I had to sit down and say, okay, what does my business need to not only I grow and me make money, but other people and get promoted and have the duplication. And like Ken said, I haven't had this business forever. I mean, this system forever. I've just been running it. I would say just this year, 2017, I had to make some changes. And because I still remember, I was asking my coach Daryl and even Brian, a year ago, hey man, security's like, I still, as an RVP, I didn't really understand, and how the heck do you do security? Like, how can you do that? So they would give me answers. It was still not simple for me. So I was like, okay, I need to come up with something that's simple. Why did I want to come up with something that was simple? I'm in the Hispanic market. In the Hispanic market, I don't think it's any type of market. People need to understand securities in a very simple, easy way. I sat down with a lady. She came into my office, got referred by an auto and home. Like, I don't know why the agent said, I'm going to be at the office. Like, okay, I'll go to your office. Hispanic lady that is used to coming to offices for auto and home, right? So she came in, she was talking to my guy, and I walk in and I was on the phone. And she heard me say something about investments on the phone. She stopped me. She's like, when you're done, can we talk? Like, yeah. So she talked to me. She's like, hey, do you guys do investments? Like, yeah. And I explained to her what we do. She's like, okay, because I have a little bit of money that I just got and I want to be able to invest it. So like, okay, if you want to get together. She's like, but I need to get together with you ASAP because I've been looking for somebody. Okay, we'll get together tomorrow. We got together the next day. She had $277,000, and I explained to her my 3 boxes. It was like, okay, that all makes sense. Okay, we'll just whatever you got to do. I trust you. She had her check and everything ready to go. Like, okay, who do I make it out to? I heard you're a good person. I talked my neighbors talked to me about 3 boxes and cool. So she was excited. $277,000. Like, okay, she didn't even get the auto and home from us. Like, we couldn't help her save money. I'm like, hey, we can't help you save money, but we'll take your $277. So I kind of want to go over a couple things and then we'll do some questions. I want to show you guys one of the things that Ken and I were talking about. This is in my business. Even though we don't have RVPs yet in my base shop. There were some people that were running their own plays within my base shop. So me personally, I had to stop that and says, we're going to run the same play, because if you want to get the results I'm getting, it's going to make sense for us to run the same play. So I'm going to kind of pass out one of these. This is our presentation if you guys want to take it. We just updated it. It's a 2-page presentation. It doesn't matter if we're doing a one-on-one interview or a kitchen table, we're using the same presentation. Okay? And I heard it a lot from Hector Lamarck talking about your presentation. I did this in RVPU. Is like your presentation has to lead to the same 2 things, which is recruiting and life insurance and investments. So that's kind of what we do. We use that's the 2-page presentation. I've been running that presentation since I started in Primerica. Very simple. So what we do, we explain. I kind of go through the presentation and then we'll kind of go through there. There's 3 reasons why we're there: to see the client. The first reason, the most important one, is recruiting. So kind of what I do is I sit down with the client and I say, hey, listen, let's say I bring Kent as a trainee with me. I say, hey, I really appreciate you letting us in the house. There's 3 reasons why we wanted to come sit down with you. The number 1 reason is Ken said you'd be a great candidate to come work with us. We'd love for you to come work with us. I don't know what you do for work yet, but we'd love for you to come work with us. We're expanding the org. We're looking for some sharp people. If you're not interested in that, maybe you know somebody that might be interested in making an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month with the potential to make a 6-7 figure income, in our company. So that's number one reason. The second reason why we're here is we obviously know you know people that we don't know. So if we show you enough value in our presentation, we'd love to be able to earn referrals from you. So after I'm done with the presentation and you see value in what we do and you believe that our company does good for people, would you help Ken out with 5 to 10 referrals? And he's like, yeah. And then the last reason is obviously if we could improve upon your financial plan, we can help you get out of debt faster, improve your insurance programs, and make sure you retire 10, 15 years sooner. That's something that you let us compete for your business. All the three, they're going to say yeah. Okay? The trainee, I let the trainee speak for about 5 minutes before I even start talking. So then the trainee goes on and talks about 3 things that the trainee says. I never speak, the trainee does this, is who's Primerica? So I want the trainee in his own words, not the presentation. I want the trainee to say, who's Primerica in their own words? What does Primerica do in their own words? And why do they join Primerica?
What's the second one? Who's Primerica?
Who's Primerica? What Primerica does?
Oh, okay.
And why do they join Primerica? So just like, who's Primerica? Hey, Primerica's a financial company. What do we do? Well, I want them in their own words to say whatever the heck, because it's what's in their heart. That's the crusade part that comes out. And usually, then we get them to, why do you join Primerica? And I want them to say why they join Primerica, because that's a crusade that we do. Let's say you recruit somebody from the kitchen table and you replace their policy. Well, guess what they're going to tell the client? I was getting taken advantage by ABC Insurance Company. I was getting advantage, big names, like, let's say Allstate, whoever it was, I had this policy, boom, 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 they helped me out, and this is why I joined Primerica. They showed me this education. So I want the trainee to let the client know what we're gonna, and then I'll kick it off. And we'll use the presentation. We've timed our presentation, guys. It takes us about an hour and 15, an hour and 30 minutes. Presenting, answering questions, explaining the 3 boxes, and closing. Just to kind of let you guys know, we do close on the first. We do F&As when F&As are needed. A lot of times we're in the market where some people don't have a Social Security, so they don't have access to a credit card, they don't have a home, so we just kind of show them the PIN number real quick. And I'll show you through the boxes. But we definitely do F&As, and we close on the first. So what do? We present, we ask questions, and we can kind of take the presentation a different way. If they have life insurance, we go one route. If they don't have life insurance, we go straight into the 3 boxes. Do you guys think this part 1 was simple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad you guys have to drive 3 hours over here, because what I'm going to show you is going to be even more simple. Like, oh man, you could have told me that through a text. It's like, that's simple. This is how simple our system is with the boxes. So you already saw the presentation. You already saw how we kind of close them. Let's talk about in between the boxes. I finished the presentation and I asked him a question. Do you have any other questions? No. Perfect. Can I ask you some questions? Yeah. When a responsible family like yourself, so at this point they don't have life insurance. When a responsible family like yourself doesn't have life insurance, 3 reasons. Number 1, never got around to it. Number 2, didn't think you could afford it. Number 3, which I know is not you, but some people just don't care about their family. What's the reason why you don't have life insurance? 1 or 2? Oh, 1. Perfect. And I say this, if I can show you, if I can put together, bless you, if I can put together an affordable life insurance program and a savings plan that allows you to retire faster, is that something you'd like to take a look at? What are they going to say?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. Let me show you how most of my clients do their investing. Take your money. And there's a reason why I draw this up. It just makes you look smarter. Versus if you actually laminate it and you show it to them. Especially in the market that I'm in. Take your money, you invest it at the bank. Does this kind of look similar?
Yeah.
And the bank invests it for you and pays you 0.001%. What does this look like? It looks like one of the slides that says bypass the middleman, right?
Become an owner.
I don't want to show them the middleman. That looks nice, but I want to be able to do this because now I look smart.
Right.
Like, hey, you've done this 50 times. You got it. No, I want to draw it out so you see how smart I am. So I figured it out. You take the money, you invest in the bank pays you 0.001%. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what you guys make about? And the client's like, yeah, right? You make. Well, This is the way I do it. So our company came up with a way that teaches you have to have insurance, you have to have a savings, midterm and long term, and you also have to think long term for retirement. Okay, so this is what we do. Instead of doing this and getting this, wouldn't you want to beat inflation that goes up 3% a year? I don't know what. Okay. 3% a year? Yeah. Well, we have the solution. Okay. What I teach my clients is, why don't you take the money you're already saving, because you guys save money, right? They say, yeah. And we're going to put it into 3 different boxes. Box 1, box 2, box 3. And the reason why I designed that is my people, when I say the Hispanic market, the Mexican American market, they love whole life and universal. The reason, not for the insurance, it's for the savings.
Yep.
Because they get promised the savings. So I saw this being presented by an agent that says they were going to get 3 components when I knew they were lying. I was an undercover agent. They didn't know that. I was at a kitchen table appointment, had just dropped off a policy and says, hey, I got another guy coming about finances. You want to talk to me? And I booked you at the same time because I wanted you to hear. Don't tell him you're primary. Okay. He sat down, he gave his whole presentation, lied for 45 minutes. And then I says, my name is Nate, I'm with Primerica. The guy almost, he actually told me, I've heard of you and Carlos, because they're down the street. And Carlos replaced 12 policies in 2 days from that guy. He actually ended up getting fired because he got too many chargebacks. The company let him go. Anyways, I show him, use this example, not the 3 boxes, I modified it to Primerica. But I saw people were buying into this because they're like, insurance and savings, man, I like this. Yeah. So me a year ago, I was asking Brian, dude, how the heck do you do investments? Like, where should I put them in? You know, and I actually started building a relationship with Hugh from Invesco, and comes in and like, dude, what should we do? So he kind of talked to me about municipal bonds, and I'll show you this. So this is what we do. They say, hey, you know what? We're going to draw out the 3 boxes. Box 1, box 2, and box 3. Right? I'm actually going to move this up because I'm too tall. You guys got this?
Yeah.
Got it? I'm too tall for this, man.
Really?
Oh.
You heard him?
Yeah.
So we do this, right? The money.
I'll go with you.
And I say, so you're going to take your monthly investment that you want to do, and I use the word investment all the time. You're going to take the money investment and you're going to put it into 3 different boxes. The first box, the most important box, Bob and Susan, is the life insurance box. This idea, I got one of the Leg Mason brochures that talks about emergency accounts, short-term and long-term.
Oh, yeah.
But I took the emergency account and I replaced it with life insurance, so they understand that they need to buy life insurance. So it says, hey, you're going to take money and you're going to invest it in box number 1, which is life insurance. That is just to protect your family. Because right now, you own a house, you own a car, you have a credit card, right? If you die, your family would be left financially devastated. Right, Bob and Susan? Yeah. So box number 1 is going to be life insurance. Box number 2, it's going to be your savings account. This box, Bob, is a liquid account. You could put more anytime, you could take money out. We don't want it to be, and I explained to you, we don't want it to be like a checking or savings account at a bank where you're taking money out all the time. This is going to be kind of midterm. You know, you're not going to touch the money for a period of 2 to 5 years. You know, you just kind of let that money grow on the side of what you're investing in the bank. But this account, if you invested in the right vehicle, it's going to earn you a 3 to 5% interest. And I talked to them about municipal bonds. It's going to be tax-free, federal level, and you can use this money for vacations, down payment on a house, car, loss of a job.
That's good.
Yeah. And then the last box is your retirement box. So we're going to put this box, the Roth IRA. This box, and I put up the name up here, this is a retirement box. This box is going to earn you an average of 9 to 12%, tax-free. And this money is invested in mutual funds. that earn an average of 9 to 12%. And that example, I show them a mutual fund example, not in detail. I just show them a brochure that says the ACIX all-weather portfolio. It shows them in 1960, if you would invest 10,000 when it grew to 2.4 and average 10% of return. And I show them, you see the market goes up and down, up and down. After all these things, these are the green boxes that are bad, right? But after everything that's bad, the market has averaged 9 to 12% of return. So now, if you die too soon, you're protected. If you live too long, you're protected. And if you need money in between, you're protected. Let me ask you a question, Bob and Susan. Would you rather keep taking your money every month and investing in a bank, earning 0.001%, just having a checking account? Or would you rather take your money and have life insurance, a savings plan, or retirement plan? What are they going to say? Perfect. Remember, let me kind of show you how the plan's going to work. And then I start the insurance quote. I quote them the insurance, and then we'll stop right here, and then I'll go into detail.
Do you use the 10%, 15%, 20% to figure out how much they're putting into a program?
Yeah, so I first ask them. I first want to know how much they're putting in. How much are you saving?
So when are you doing that? Before you draw this out?
No, once I'm done explaining it.
Okay.
Because I want them to put more money in. That's what I noticed. If I say just $100, then I'm going to be stuck with a $100 plan.
Yeah.
Versus now I explain all the 3 boxes. And like, how much money are you saving now? I just saw that 9 to 12%. I'm putting away 500. Okay. Literally, I got people putting $1,000 packs. Boom, 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 a month, 500. I got a guy who's sending to Mexico $2,000 a month. I saw him the dream. He's sending only 1,000 because he's got a house he's building over there. He's putting $1,000 a month. Boom, boom, boom. 300, 400, $500 packs. And I got small ones, 25, 50, 75, 100. But a lot of people are throwing in $300, $400, $500.
So last month, not to distract you, but just pulling up your numbers to look at last month, you did 18 IRAs yourself, like 35 packs. What were you doing 4 or 5 months ago when it came to packs and so on? What kind of numbers? Or a year ago before you started this?
Nothing. I was just
that's all I need to hear.
Yeah, nothing.
Right. And you've had your securities license how many years?
5.
Okay. But
I wasn't doing
now,
nothing. Yeah.
now you've
Yeah.
got an army of people started that are doing the first box, and they're setting up. Everybody comes see you get the second and third box.
Yeah, because
That's why you got the stats.
this is all general. We're not recommending mutual funds. This is I kind of have my guys clean it up that are not securities licensed. They'll talk about this, but it's legit to be able to talk about this.
Yeah.
Even when you have a security license, and then so when we close them out at the end, when let's say Eric is not security licensed, he says, hey, well, I'm gonna set up box number 1, and then you're gonna have to meet with my RVP, which has the investment license to be able to do both. But since we're selling 25, 30 policies a month, and I can't be dropping out right now because I'm in securities licensing mode for my team. So what I do is I have to adjust my system to now my clients come to me to pick up their policy, and I open their boxes here.
Yeah. You keep that going. I wouldn't change that.
No, it works. Right before you guys came in here, I had a guy that come in and had to drop off some paper. That guy was saying, he came in, a guy I didn't know. Somebody sold him the boxes. The guy came in, he's like, hey, I came to pick up my policy. Nice to meet you, have a seat. Boom, boom, boom. Delivers policy, says, hey, the 2 boxes that remain. The guy's like, yeah. So they talked to me about, me and my wife have been talking. We have $70,000 in checking. We'd like to invest at 50. Okay, cool. So they fully fund their IRAs and then the rest of the box. Boom. He referred me emergency contacts to 3 of his family and friends. Between that family, over $150,000 we picked up. Some of it hasn't hit the computer, but we picked up $150,000 from. Because this is what I was telling you. I want to remind you guys this. In the market that I'm in, you're selling the IRA as long term.
Yeah.
So a lot of us in Primerica, we're leaving the checking and savings account money untouched. They're not investing it because you can only put if it's not a roll, right? $5,500 per family or whatever. And some demographics, they're not gonna. You tell, in my opinion, you tell a Mexican that he can't, a Hispanic, that he can't touch his money until he's 59 and a half and he's 35. He can't think past, dude. What if I get deported tomorrow? What if my family? What if something happens? So I'm selling them the individual box. So people are either fully funded IRA. We're definitely fully funded IRAs that they've got lump sum money, but we're putting a lot of this in 3 to 5. I showed a guy, and I'll show you his. I can pull it up. I show an example. I crossed it off, and I show this guy. He started. He's got a municipal bond, and he's got another mutual funds in the savings. That's how he wanted it. He started the balance with $34,000. All right, his ending balance as of Saturday was 38,000, average of 14% rate of return. In the same, not in the retirement box, in the savings box. So I'm showing this guy. I showed him, hey, this is what he's doing. He's not always going to do that. Showing an example. The guy's like, I earn 1%. He says I earn a penny a month in change.
Yeah.
He came in, he dumped $27,000 in their box and fully funded his IRAs. They got money. People got money.
Yeah.
We're just leaving the money on the table. Because yeah, you might get an IRA, but what I learned from Primerica is that not everybody's going to tell you how much money they got.
Right.
Because we're selling them the dream of IRA money, so they're not going to tell you they got $60,000. Like, man, I don't want to put my money away for you know what I'm saying? But when you mention the words liquid savings 3 to 5, they can identify savings. Well, I got a savings, that don't pay me anything. And you show them an example, people are dropping 10, 8. I just did a pack over the weekend, $8,000. Right? On top of the fully funded, I don't think I could have, honestly, a year ago to that question, I don't think I would have opened the IRA or the individual. You know what I'm saying? So this is training my people, not only this, but they're not securitizing right now. But they're jacked up because they know they're missing commission on these.
Yeah.
Right? So a year ago I wasn't doing that. So now I'm doing this. So now is, okay, well you got one box, two, so I'm opening 2 accounts per client that are yielding me to more accounts. You with me?
Yeah.
I was telling you guys for the company contest, we were doing about 30. What do we say, Brian? Like we were averaging the same. What do you say we would average? 40. 40. So 40 for every
6
contest.
months.
Yeah, over 6
You
months.
did 40 packs.
Yeah, the average a year ago.
In a year.
It's not the worst, but most
Yeah.
some people don't do any. 20 on the low, 20, 25. Brian was doing about 40. I was probably doing 25 to 35. He was always above. And then last contest we did 92. And this month, once we're done with this month, between last month and this month, we'll have over 70 in 2 months. Nate was doing 30 to 40 the whole 6 months. We're talking about 2 months, And my whole goal is to do over 200. And I know that's going to yield what?
Yeah.
More money for not only me, for my agents, my reps. So this is how we do the boxes, guys. We can stop here, answer questions, then I'll go into the second part of how do you explain this. Isn't good, right? Simple.
This is freaking genius, dude.
Yeah. Simple.
So what you've got a system where through your drill for skill, you're getting 20, 25 people's confidence up. The fact that you're recruiting from the kitchen table keeps the crusade alive. And the second and third box builds your long-term income and locks in. Your QBI is going to go up. If it hasn't already, it's going to continue to go up.
I went into some QBI persistency issues about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, as an RVP. And I found out the bad way. When Primerica got me a phone call. Like, I recruited a bunch of bad people that did bad business. Whatever. Happens. We were bad in QBI. My QBI is not the best yet. But man, thank God I'm not where I used to be because of these 3 boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the company average?
70.
Yeah, I'm 71. But I'll just tell you this. I mean, it was low.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you only ran the first box, your QBI would be in the thirds.
Yep.
But by running the second and third box, not only are people coming to the office or meeting you to lock them in, but I'm just saying, this is a system where you don't have to be on every appointment, and you can run a $100,000 base shop. Or probably what's going to happen is you're going to promote a lot more RVPs quicker because their confidence is there, and they're going to find the replacement legs quicker because belief will be there because they're kitchen table recruits.
Yeah.
And somebody, if I've got 4 direct legs, for instance, and I go to RVP, and I don't have a lot left, in this system, I'm not as concerned because I know I can go write 10 grand.
Right. And what we're finding out in recruiting is, let's say, what's your name, bro? Anthony. Let's say Anthony goes on the field, and for whatever reason, Anthony didn't sell recruiting. Well, I'm sitting down with every one of your clients. You're all on my base. Each and every one of your clients. So if you didn't sell in the dream, and I'm gonna show them income examples before they leave. Hey, why don't you join Primerica? That's weird that you didn't join Primerica. You didn't join Primerica.
Yeah.
Oh, let me show
Nice.
you. right? Like today, I have 7 new policy drop-offs. I want you guys to understand this. I have not met any of the clients. Here's Nate Suarez walking into a stranger's house, but they're already expecting the boxes. So I don't know. Some guy might have 100,000. They might have $2,000 each, whatever. So I'm gonna go sit down with 7 people that I've never met before. That my agents already set it up.
Yeah.
Call them and says, hey, we're gonna go drop off your policy and we're gonna go open up your 2 boxes. Have your checking and everything ready to go.
Beautiful.
Driver license again.
Beautiful.
So that's what I'm going. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Well, do you have any questions on your policy? Perfect. Because I'm not making my agents lazy. Okay, Carlos, explain the policy because you sold it. I ain't gonna explain it. He does all the policy, explain it, and then perfect. You have any questions? No. Let's talk about your other 2 boxes.
Yeah.
How much money did you say they can contribute? Oh, they told me $300 a month. Let me show you what we're gonna do with the 300.
Nice.
And how much money do you have in your checking and savings account? Because would you rather earn 0.001% or put it in this box and average 3 to 5%? I have about $15,000. Okay, so why don't we take 10,000, leave 5,000 there? When you feel comfortable 6 months a year, we'll dump more money in. Cool, great.
And what happened to your psychology of knowing that any given day you can write that much business? I mean, just for you, psychologically.
It's awesome, man. I mean, it's just, it's just like I was telling you, when I got my ring, some guy came up to me and told me, dude, you're not even in the radar to get your ring. Like, I thought you would have your ring by the fall. And next thing, literally, he's looked at me in January. Like, next thing you know, I looked up in March, and you already got the ring. Like, what went? I went from January, March, January, February, March, 25, 10, 10, 10, made $45,000 in 90 days.
Yeah.
And it all came, a lot of this, the 3 boxes lady, she came in March, 272. I did like $400,000 in investments from 3 box people.
Yeah.
And I know somebody that knows somebody that knows. So my volume is coming up. And remember, I want you guys to understand, a year ago, I was the worst one in the office in investments. I was still asking Brian after 8 years in Primerica, 7 years in Primerica, how do you do investments? Now people are coming and like, dude, investments, like, somebody told me, like, bro, I would never think you would be the guy that I would come to and talk about investing. Like, I'm either, man. You just gotta do the 3 boxes. Through the 3 boxes, that's it. I'm famous for the 3 boxes now, you know?
You gonna do the logo thing I told you?
Huh?
You gonna do the logo thing I told you for your team?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the new generation, 3 boxes, man.
Hey Nate, Herman and I, we always had confidence in you, man. We
Thanks,
knew
man.
you were the man.
Thanks, man. I didn't see. I was funny because I texted Brian in January. I wasn't even looking at my numbers, and I was like, bro, man, because I was going through some personal stuff in my life, and I never knew like God first, family second. I heard that, but I never really understand it. And then I started implementing it, and I looked at Brian. I was like, bro, I remember I sent you a text. Remember? I was like, bro, I have to make $10,875.33 to be able to. I broke it down. And I was like, God, if it's your will, I'm going to do it. And then we kind of started doing the system, and then boom, 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 boom. Never had made more than $10,000. The last month that I had to get my ring, I had to make $23,000. So here's a guy that never made $10,000 in his life before in a month. Had to make $23,000, make $23,875.
Nice.
Boom, that month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All because I'm just thinking right now, and then this is just, I'm sure a lot of my guys will probably. This is another thing that I determined. When you might have people that are not security licensed that might be holding back.
Yeah.
Investments. Well, they can't hold back.
Right.
There's no holding back. This is my system.
Yeah.
Now I know if an insurance, where's the 3 boxes? What do you mean there's no 3? I gotta call a client. Because that's not the Primerica system. That is not the Nate Suarez,
Right.
the new generation system. So you're running your system. We have to have talk, man.
Yeah.
There's nobody in our business that comes in without life with, like Chris Coop talks about pack. Well, that's cool. You might have it, but this 3 boxes, that's the whole package. That's a dish. That's an AT&T. That's a Comcast. You got
Right.
the internet, the
Yeah,
phone,
right,
and the television.
Right.
You can't. We can't sell. I went to a kitchen table on Wednesday, and a guy Phil, which we recruited him. His wife said, "Yeah, we think we're good with we just want the savings. Like, well, this is a whole three boxes. We don't sell. We don't do 2 boxes. We do 3. Okay, so you mean I gotta get all 3? You gotta have insurance, savings. It's a whole 3 thing.
Damn right.
You can't break up the 3 boxes. She's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, okay, signed up. $84 a month life app, and the rest is gonna go into the box.
So you actually just ask the person, how much can you commit to your 3 boxes? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. So I explain the 3 boxes, and then I ask them, how much money are you putting away every month?
Okay.
And then they say, I'm putting away 200, 300. And then I do the 10, 15, 20%. And I come up with that, and I said, this is how much you should be saving on top of what you're already saving. And then they usually throw me a number.
Let me stop you there. Go ahead and explain that, the 10, 15, 20. Someone might
Okay.
not be doing that currently.
So I ask them, the first question, if you want to write it down, I ask them, how much money are you currently saving right now in your checking and savings? I want them to give me a number. Most of the time, everybody gives me a number. 100, 200, 300. There's some couples kind of told me, we just live on my income. We save my wife's. She makes
Yep.
$1,200 a month.
Yeah.
She's part-time. We save that. Oh, so you're putting away $1,200? Okay. So I asked them, hey, how much money are you currently saving in your checking and savings account a month? Boom. That's out the way. Then I said, hey, experts recommend you should save 10, 15, 20% of your income. $10, 15, 20%. Poor, rich, middle income, rich. Anthony, which one do you want to be?
20.
Huh? 20. 20, so you want to be rich, right? So 20%, then I break down, I find out their income, then I show them 20% of your income is this. Let's say they're saving $300 a month already, but it's $600. So then I ask you, how comfortable do you feel, or how comfortable are you investing another $300 a month? And they say yes or no. If they say no, then I'm gonna shoot for 300 minimum. That's their minimum plan, $300, insurance and savings, because you're already saving it, $300. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the 3 boxes, and this is the highest I'm gonna go, 300, right? So I'm gonna go a little bit lower with my plan, first plan, second plan in the middle, and 300 is the maximum. You get this plan for $300, that's all you have. So
I also noticed in your production last month, it seemed like the number of insurance cases compared to your premium is you're $800 to $1,000 an app, whereas probably before this you had people writing $25 a month policies and $40,
Yeah.
which are all going to charge back,
Right.
and don't pay squat, and kill your QBI, and give people a false sense that they're insured.
Right. With the 3 boxes, our premium has gone up. Me, when I go do personally boxes, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I get full cases, $1,500 premium and above.
Yeah.
With my guys. So I'll literally this week I have 2 appointments. I know I'm going to do 3,000 in premium personal, because it's going to be full cases. 1,500. Why? The amount of, you got the master copy here. I'm getting you to commit $500, $600.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, then I'm going to up the insurance, obviously.
Yeah.
More insurance, you need more savings, right? Because you're in debt a lot and whatever.
Yeah.
So. Just think of this, guys. This is a 3-box deal. If you sell the 3 boxes, can I get 1? No, you got to get all 3. And then I show them I'm an architect. You're asking me to build you a house.
Right.
To build a house from the bottom. Life insurance, debt, retirement. If I'm going to be your architect, you can't tell me just to build you the roof and leave. Right? I gotta build the foundation. I could tell you, vice versa, says, hey, I could tell you, if I want to be the architect, we could build you just as a foundation and come back later and build the middle of the house and the roof. But I can't just build you the roof and leave and come back because you have no foundation. You got to go find another architect. And usually, okay, that makes sense. Because I want all 3. I mean, some people really are broke and we just want to give them the life insurance from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now. They'll do the rest. So I can do box 1, but I can't do box 2 and 3 if they don't have box 1.
Yeah.